Star players, hope you're all doing well today. This is going to be a very short video, as one thing that happened very recently is that, as you can see, I'm very close to 14,000 trophies, but also I got the most toxic brawler in the game, Sprout. Now, before we go into the last, hopefully it will only just be one game, to get to 14k, as some of you would know, has been a little bit of a journey for the past week or two. But I'm gonna just show you a couple games of as I was trying to get the hang of this very toxic brawler. As one thing I found, at the very start of this game was that the brawler is literally so toxic that you can extremely stuff over your team, like, big time. Now, I also would like to mention that my friend Mystic Pringles, heavy carry for me. Right here we're versing like the zone of in between about 400 to 500 trophy players, which, while those players aren't all that skilled, a lot of them do have star powers, or a very high power level, which for a player like myself, I'm actually quite dependent on power levels as to how easy it is for me to push a brawler. So one thing I was discovering, within this match and all the others, is that even as a level 1 brawler, and I'm in Australia and Mystic Pringles was the host, so, and they're in NA, I believe, so having all that lag and a power level 1 brawler, I was still able to pull off some star players, and we were able to get some wins, and I was sometimes able to be the influence on that win. So it was, honestly, it was just crazy seeing how toxic this brawler is. I wish I could have shown you our first games where Mr. Pringles was playing as Dynamite, because that Dyna and Sprout combo, especially when you've got a really good Dyna player like Mystic Pringles here, it's extremely toxic. So yeah, basically this is just me getting the hang of how to play Sprout, and to be honest, I think if they just changed, and everyone knows this, if they just changed the wall mechanic and just did a slight decrease to the I say slight, like a tile, maybe a tile and a third decrease on the radius of the star power, Sprout would fit in the meta quite nicely. Maybe be a bit of an average brawler, but still I'm sure would be quite viable, as there would always be that super that creates walls, which would be able to play for, have some great defenses. Now, I can't exactly remember what video it was, but basically, the one thing that you're actually able to do, some really good plays that you can pull off with Sprout, is that in overtime, when someone goes to score the goal, you can just chuck the wall down in front and block the ball. That, honestly, there's nothing more satisfying than a defense like that. But yeah, in this game we were versing quite bad players, and as you can see, I'm getting a lot of lag. So the fact that we were still even able to win, obviously with the carries of my friend Mystic Pringles, massive thanks to them. But yeah, it was an absolutely insane brawler, and honestly, I'm glad I could got on that hype train before that the massive nerf coming Sprout's way, but hopefully they don't sort of make the mistake that they have with Jackie, and uh, just give a little bit of a nerf to Sprout, but but still, keeping Sprout strong enough so that it's toxic and all that. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but it's good still to have some fun with the game. Of course, it is not fun for any of the players that had to verse us, and I know that from personal experience, it was not fun versing Sprouts. One advice I would actually have, a lot of the time when we lost, we were versing brawlers like Franks or a good attempt on Mr. Kringle's part, but wasn't able to quite pull it off. But as you can see, that game was extremely fast. But yeah, basically, it was a big struggle. Actually, we are in Brawl Ball, yes. So it was a massive struggle against brawlers like Franks and Dynamites. So my advice would be to anyone who's struggling in this Sprout meta, it would be to play as Wall Breaker. Wall Breakers are the key, especially if you're playing with randoms. It's very important that you play with as a Wall Breaker so that you can. Oh crap! So this is what I mean. As toxic as Sprout can be when helping out a team and trolling the enemy team, you can at the same time troll your own team. And honestly, I am so concentrated on the commentary that I have not actually paid any attention to what I am doing in this game. So we might have to play a couple more games. This is fun. Low key, we might want to own almost all this, but I locked the M's in there again. Goodness, what's with me and locking in the M's? Poor M's probably hates me. Alright, let's try and make something happen here. Jackie's still toxic as well, so this Sprout Jackie meta is just not fun. That's a star power Poco at 100 and something trophies. What is going on with that? I'm sorry, but that's shikes. Okay, and then Jackie comes over this way. That makes sense. Right. I think quite a few of those missed actually. Yeah, so that's a loss. Yeah, honestly, this video might be a little embarrassing, as I am not a good Sprout player at all. And even though it's like a no skill sort of brawler. Well, actually, you know what? I'm sure if I had star power, I would win. But yeah, there's just a tiny bit of skill that I have not been able to harness with Sprout. It's a little embarrassing, but I guess that's what happens. You gotta have at least a tiny bit of skill when it comes to playing a power level 1 brawler against much higher power levels. Alright. Oh, yep. There we go. Should we troll? Should we troll my team? No, almost was able to troll them. And I think that's it. Is that? I can't remember. Was that it? We are exactly on 14,000. We are exactly on 14,000. And there we go. So, honestly, very excited to see where Sprout gets me. And honestly, I'm hoping for some Sprout medallions. Yes, very nice. So honestly, can expect a lot more Sprout gameplay from here on in, especially with an upgraded Sprout as we slowly get it, not a he or a she, an it. I think it's the first confirmed it, but yeah, will definitely be interesting to see some toxic gameplay, and you can guarantee that, you know, when I get bored, I'm definitely going to be playing very toxic with this brawler. So, with all that said, as I put forth, I'm going to be keeping this video short. I hope you all have a very good day and have fun brawling. See you in the next video. Bye.